Did you know that research from Gallup tells us that only 36% of employees are actively engaged in the workplace? The rest are disengaged, or even worse, actively disengaged at work. What that means is that they are miserable in the workplace. And the problem with job misery is that it's contagious. It's easily spread to others, and it's very hard to conceal from the customer. In my mid-20s, I had a job that put me in that 36%. Not only was I actively engaged, but it was work that I poured my heart and soul into. I was a safari guide in one of the great wilderness areas in southern Africa. A beautiful, beautiful place. Not only were we working with nature, working with Africa's iconic species, protecting and conserving them, but the actual nature of the work itself contained those elements that really contributed to high levels of engagement. There was purpose. I remember waking up every morning feeling like I had a purpose. Not only were we protecting and conserving these animals, but we were also interpreting the environment for others so that people left having been touched by nature, and that they carried that around with them for the rest of their lives. There was adventure, excitement. It was always exciting work, working with Africa's big five, with elephants, lions, leopards. And animals are unpredictable, and there was always something happening. There was lots of variety in the work. But there was also autonomy and responsibility. And the organization that I worked with promoted the autonomy and responsibility. They wanted us to be empowered and to make our own decisions and to chart our own course. It was a wonderful environment. And of course, what it stimulated inside of me were the very things that the organization needed in order for it to be successful. It stimulated in me high degrees of resourcefulness, initiative, and creativity. And those three things are what every organization really needs in order to succeed: resourcefulness, initiative, and creativity. The environment and the work and the people that I worked with, the value system of the people that I worked with, it all worked together to create this wonderful virtuous cycle from which everybody benefited. In my later years, I worked for an organization that was the complete opposite, one that put me in the actively disengaged percentage. And the problem there was that the environment itself was toxic, and the toxicity came from two people in particular. And I remember wondering to myself why the senior management never acted against those two individuals, particularly because it was so obvious the effect that their toxicity and their bad behavior was having on others. It was a mystery to me, a great puzzle. In later years, as I came to work with leaders and with organizations and to better understand the nature of work, I came to understand it better, that the hardest thing for senior managers to deal with is confronting bad behavior in the workplace. Senior managers would rather do anything other than confront difficult issues, in particular issues that involve bad behavior, despite the effect of that being obvious and dispiriting on everybody else. So the key thing here is to create work environments where there's purpose, autonomy, responsibility, where people are known for the contribution that they're able to bring, where it's exciting and fun, so that you can access that resourcefulness and creativity and initiative, and to avoid at all costs the circumstances that lead to job misery.